$32 billion. That was FTX's valuation, the third largest crypto exchange on Earth. Sam Bankman-Fried was on magazine covers. Tom Brady did their commercials. Congress took their checks. 10 days later, it was all gone. Not because the crypto market crashed, not because regulators finally stepped in, but because the entire thing, every dollar, every headline, every handshake, was built on a lie that 8 people knew about. Here's what the public saw. FTX was the smart, clean alternative to crypto's chaos. While other exchanges got hacked and sued, FTX positioned itself as the grown-up in the room. SBF testified before Congress. He pledged to give away his billions. He became crypto's acceptable face. Here's what was actually happening. FTX had a sister company, Alameda Research, also run by SBF, and Alameda had a backdoor, a line of code that let it withdraw customer funds from FTX without triggering any alerts. Not a bug, not a loophole, a deliberate exemption buried in the codebase, known to fewer than 10 people. Customer deposits went in, Alameda took them out, and no one on the outside had any idea. The trigger was a balance sheet. November 2, 2022. CoinDesk obtained Alameda's financials and published them. The numbers didn't make sense. Billions in assets, backed mostly by FTT, a token FTX itself had invented. A token whose value depended entirely on people believing FTX was solvent. It was a circle. FTX prints FTT. Alameda holds FTT. FTT's value props up Alameda's balance sheet. Alameda's balance sheet props up confidence in FTX. The moment someone pointed at the circle, it collapsed. Binance's CEO tweeted that he was selling his FTT holdings. Panic followed. Customers tried to withdraw, $6 billion in 72 hours. FTX didn't have it. The money was gone. Not invested poorly, not tied up, gone. Moved to Alameda through a back door most employees didn't know existed. 10 days from the CoinDesk article to bankruptcy. $32 billion to zero. But here's what most breakdowns miss. This wasn't a crypto problem. It was an organizational failure hiding inside a crypto company. FTX had no board of directors, no CFO, no independent oversight. Financial records were kept in QuickBooks and riddled with errors. Expenses were approved with emoji reactions in Slack. A company handling billions of dollars in customer funds had the internal controls of a group chat. The collapse wasn't caused by a market crash. It wasn't even caused by the fraud itself. The fraud could have continued for years. It was caused by a single journalist looking at a single balance sheet and asking the question no one inside FTX was allowed to ask. Does this add up? When the only thing holding your company together is that no one's looking too closely, you're not building a business. You're running a timer. FTX wasn't brought down by the SEC, the DOJ, or a competitor. It was brought down by transparency, the one thing it was designed to avoid. Control without oversight isn't efficiency. It's a countdown. Subscribe to Real Kintax for more breakdowns of billion-dollar failures, so yours doesn't become one.